right, what's up, bro?
What's going on, bro? We're back for episode 2.
We're ready for episode 2. It brings back memories of The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead.
We're only on episode 2, season 1.
Yep, that's it. We're pretty soon we'll have that many episodes. I tell you.
What do you think? When do we start Walking Dead? It starts in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks. February 8th.
Okay.
Well, we're not getting paid by The Walking Dead or AMC, just to let you guys know that. So don't shit a pickle, okay? With the comments.
Exactly. We got some good comments on episode 1. I think I didn't take a poll on it, but I think most people were kind of in favor of, sharing information and just doing it the right way, and not being, being pretty low key about it. But again, it's people, suggested that they agreed that people were being watched and, movements. But at the same time, it was still, I think, overwhelming that people were in favor of us sharing information. So.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how if we get into some more comments on that. So, how about the snowstorm? You guys didn't get any snow in South Florida today?
No snow in South Florida today. Although I did have my shovel with me in my van just in case.
That's it. You never know.
We were actually a little chilly in the morning and low 70s in the afternoon with bright blue skies and sun. And that's why we're down here.
Nice. Well, for the record, I didn't get any snow either, but I love how they hyped everything up.
Yeah.
You had to sit there all day and all night and watch the snowfall on CNN and all the major news networks.
Exactly. I mean, I did a video this morning on just some of the coverage that was going on and asking people, to comment in if they were, if it was really that bad. And I guess in some pockets, in some areas it was, but when newscasters were saying, New York City's in for the snowstorm of the century, and Dingbat de Blasio comes on and says, "Don't let your kids out of the house." Governor, whatever the Dingbat is, Cuomo, coming on and saying, "Oh, you can't blame the weatherman; they're just doing their job."
Yeah.
It just makes me laugh. I remember when we lived in New York and we got a lot more snow than came down today. And we went out and played and walked around and went to work and did whatever we had to do. So
you did what you had to do, and you didn't have to wear safety helmets either, which was another good thing.
Yeah, exactly.
We called that thinning the herd in the 70s. That's what that was. But
I remember working in New York City, and we didn't cancel work or anything. We got on the train and went to work and slogged through the snow, whatever you had to do.
Yeah, but you got to also take into consideration the many asshats that upon storm, no matter how big or how small, no one is ever prepared for anything.
Oh, I know.
As usual, which drives me up the wall.
Store shelves empty, people fighting, nothing left. Especially after Hurricane Sandy. I mean, you were part of that. You were still living in New York at the time.
Yeah, I was still there in New York at the time, and it was shelves were bare. I mean, you have people asking you if you have batteries. I mean, how do you not have like batteries or like basic stuff in your house? How? It's living in New York. It's impossible.
What did the neighbors do? Come to your house?
Yeah, it was like it was my house. It was like I had the generator going, food going. Everybody had heat. I had a pellet stove. I don't mind. But what are you gonna do? It's just the way it is.
It wasn't an extended SHTF. You would have had to be kicking them out.
Yeah. You got to either bring food, ammo, or a skill set. If you got neither of those, this ain't Terminus.
That's right. Exactly.
I will eat you.
That's right.
But anyway.
Yeah. I'd still like to
hear. You guys are in Hurricane Central too down there, so you probably have your share of asshats too that aren't prepared.
Oh yeah, I mean we haven't had a big hurricane scare in quite a while, but I remember the biggest one that I went through was Wilma, which was several years ago, and people were like selling a sheet of plywood for $1,000 or stuff like that. I mean, it was just amazing. And people in South Florida, you would think, they're a little bit they're a step ahead of the game. And even here, you had people running in a frenzy to to get last minute supplies when down here you should be ready at all times. So I guess there's people all over that are just in denial.
They're in denial and complacent. Complacency.
And even with all the prepping videos out there, videos I do and other prepping channels and preparedness and survival channels, people just don't get it. I mean, they'd rather just pretend it's not going to happen, and when
if it does happen, they just wait to have their asses wiped.
Right. Look for a handout from the government. Which, okay, if that's how you want to live your life, God bless you.
Yeah, whatever.
So, what else we got going on?
Let's see what else we got going on. I got a little list here. One of the things that I've been thinking about last week was that this week was that our president of the United States refused to meet with the Israeli Prime Minister. Yeah. I'm not happy about that.
Yeah, he'd rather go to Saudi Arabia or
pay his respects to King
King's Blood out there, where they're beheading people on the streets left and right in those countries. We'd rather kiss their butts and then snub Israel. It just doesn't
amazing.
Doesn't make sense. I don't know if anything makes sense anymore today. I mean, it's just the world's spiraling out of control, and people are just they got to be in denial, or what's that term you brought up before when we were talking? A fancy term about people in denial.
Oh, cognitive dissonance.
Yeah, what is that?
That's like when something doesn't conform to your worldview, you disregard it.
Right. Okay.
So whether it's true or not, if it's true, if it's true, but it doesn't conform to your worldview, fuck it. It's out the window.
Right.
But I think. I mean, even when I watch with a lot of some of my friends, you have it's like one side or the other. They're waiting for their team to get into office, and I'm trying to explain to people it doesn't make a difference. Because basically, what you have is a shit sandwich, or you have a shit sandwich with mayo.
Exactly.
So
that's what we are today.
That's what we have a choice of, and I'll go on record as saying I don't even vote. I don't vote because your vote doesn't mean anything. It means nothing.
I know it's sad, and not only doesn't it mean anything, but how are they manipulating the machines and bringing people in here and giving them licenses to vote or applications to vote when they're not even citizens.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm coming from the standpoint it doesn't mean anything because I believe that. You like I said, you really got a two-headed snake here with the Democrats and the Republicans, and each person thinks that their team getting in is going to make a difference. Right. Well, both teams pretty much suck,
right,
and haven't done anything. I have no track record of anything. I don't understand how people just care about their team.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see what some of the comments come in on that, what people think. Because at one point I was a diehard Republican, and you couldn't sway me either way. And then after seeing, how they lost their testicles and all their testosterone and estrogen for the female ones, they're just giving the current administration a pass on everything, and it seems like they're in cahoots on everything, and they really don't care about the United States. All they care about now, people, is low gas prices, which are being manipulated by, our so-called Arab allies that want to flood the market with oil and stop us here from, being self-sufficient and drilling for our own. So,
Yeah, I don't know. And if any Republicans out there are watching this, and I know there's a lot of you out there that really enjoy Ronald Reagan or talking about Reagan. If you're going to post anything on Facebook, learn how to spell his last name. That's all I ask. Or post anywhere. Learn how to spell the guy's last name if you're going to advocate for him. Anyway, ridiculous. Yeah, no, it's. So
we were when we were on the phone earlier. I mentioned just in passing what happened with the Ebola outbreak. I remember doing a video when it was.
Everybody was dying.
it was like the world was going to come to an end. This outbreak was spreading across the United States. People were getting on planes and going into clean rooms, and all of a sudden it just disappeared.
Yep.
From being a worldwide pandemic to nothing, not even a mention of it. Now, I'm not saying there's no cases of it going on in the world right now, but what is going on with with that whole incident? I mean, what was it? A dry run for something else?
Yeah, I don't know.
Test run?
I don't know. I think you just try and they squeeze every ounce that they can out of a story, and they're like packs of locusts. The media.
Oh,
they don't
goodness
report
gracious.
anything. They don't report anything that's even going on.
And now the latest one is what? Measles in California with with Disney World or
measles.
Now
I
they're
wonder
gonna
where
come
they're
with-
coming from. I wonder where the measles is coming from.
where do you think? Where are the measles coming from, guys, out there? I have my view on where they're coming from, and maybe they're from the people we're letting in here that are not that are sick, and they're coming across the border or being taken here across the border and infecting people here or introducing diseases here that are now going to make a resurgence. So there you go. You want to be you want to bring this new voting block in to vote for keep your party in office, and
That's it. You got it. And you
That's
anti-vaxxers out there? Any anti-vaxxers out there? I don't know who feels what about any anti-vaxxers. If you are, you're a colossal idiot. Okay? Get your kids vaccinated, okay? And they won't get the measles when they're at Disney. Okay?
right.
That's Rocco MD. That's my medical expertise talking.
God.
But I don't know. So let us know with us what you guys think of episode 2, and we'll see you on episode 3. Brian,
All right.
anything else?
No, I'm sure there'll be some stuff tomorrow or closer to the end of the week. I know there's a lot of stories floating around out there, but we want to keep these short and sweet.
Right.
These episodes. So we'll kill this one here now and see what comments we get and take it from there.
Talk to you soon.
All right, stay ready, guys.